For today's training, I'm going to do a combination that I saw Little Fitness do on Instagram. So it's a roll up into a handstand, do a handstand push up, come back up, do a Stalder Press, come back up, lower down through tuck and finish up into tuck planche. So it's a pretty cool combo because it goes through bent arm and straight arm strength. I like doing this type of combinations, and I'm just going to show you how I break it down, how I do the warm-up exercises for each component separately, and then how I put it all together into a combination and hopefully get it to work together. So I'm just going to do a quick wrist warm-up. I'm going to do a few handstands, and then I'm going to go straight into the eccentrics of each movement and just see how they feel. And then if they feel okay, go for the concentric. If the concentric feels okay, put it into the combo. So this is just a quick 10-15 minute session for me. I'm not doing sets and reps of each of the components. I'm just going to try and do a quick 10-minute workout and try and get one good combination at the end. So we have to be a little bit careful with these rolls if you haven't done them before. Do them on a soft floor, and obviously be careful if you are a guy, so just mind the man bits as you come down. You might want to roll to the side a little bit just so you go onto more of the hip instead of the middle. But just try and take the shoulders and head forwards of the hands, so a little bit like planche, but you can arch the body up so it makes it a little bit easier. So I've externally rotated the hands, that makes it a little bit easier to take the shoulders and head forwards. And then rolling down. Okay, then we just got the handstand push-up, so I'm just going to do an eccentric handstand push-up. So again, externally rotating the hands. If your balance isn't amazing, then do it up against the wall. I'm just going to come down very slowly with this one, so as part of the warm-up, just have the shoulders and head come forwards, that triangle, elbows back. I wouldn't normally wear a hat for that one, that's not a good idea because the peak of the hat stops me from going all the way down. So I would take forehead to the floor, not just so it doesn't arch you too much and start to put a bend in your body. So that's how that one's quite different from the rolling one. The rolling one, we want an arch in the body. The handstand push-up, we want that tighter body line position. So with the eccentric Stalder, I'm just going to go as slow as possible. So nice straight handstand, open to straddle, and then try and come around as slow as possible. My toes are probably going to touch the floor, but I'm going to try and keep that to a minimal. I'm going to then slowly go into that straddle L and wait to bring the feet up before I get all the way through. So as I'm warming up with this common that I come through a little bit too fast and my butt comes down to the floor. So I'm going to make sure I do that nice and slow. So into the straight position, open to straddle, get rid of the post. So come down as slow as possible. So keep the feet low and then wait. And then come back down. That bringing the feet through really slowly on the eccentric is really important. If you don't have the range to get through, you could do that up onto a box, so hands up on a yoga block or some boxes or something. Just make sure that you have somewhere for your butt to land if you do fall backwards. Then the next one is just the tuck handstand, so I'm just going to go in and out of the tuck a couple of times, and then I'm just going to do a tuck planche by itself. That ground is burning. Actually can't handstand on that. It's like 40 degrees here at the moment. So the floor is really, really hot. So I just need to find a space where there is no sun. So I haven't done any thoracic opening, no shoulder opening. So I wouldn't recommend to do this unless you're very conditioned to this style of training. I'd make sure you do a bigger warm up. Okay, now we're going to go into the tuck planche. I'm just going to do like a 10-15 second hold here just as a warm up to make sure I have it. So I'm going to externally rotate quite a bit. I'm going to protract before I lift the knees off. So quite hunched up into that position, push up. So trying to get the hips level-ish with the shoulders. Now at the very end of the movement, she went from that tuck planche, then pushed back into like the start of a push-up position, so go back to a straight body. Okay, now I'm going to whiz through the concentric of those movements, so harder variations to go up. So the roll, I'm going to take the hands very externally again, so really externally rotate out there. I'm going to take the chest and shoulders very far over the front. I'm going to roll a little bit to the side so I don't get on the man bits. Okay, so that felt okay. Then it was the handstand push-up, so I'm going to keep the cap off so I can go all the way down to forehead to touch. Now with the Stalder Press, it starts and finishes in the handstand, so I'm going to go down through the eccentric Stalder and then back up again. So from the straight handstand out to straddle, get the post out of the way.
That's me. It's fine. There's a big one.
Okay, that feels okay. And then I'm just going to lower through the tuck into the tuck planche. So this will be the finisher, and then I'm going to go out to the top of the push-up position.
Wait, where is let's go here.
Okay, so that felt okay as well. So now have a rest and have a go at putting it all together.
Happy Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas. 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 Happy Christmas.
Oh, hands are too wide. Okay, now I found that my hands are too wide on the Stalder. I had the hands wide for the roll up and the handstand push up, but when I went down to the Stalder, I got stuck on my legs. You would have a turn for a handstand?
Yeah.
Okay, you do a handstand.
Can I do a handstand?
Okay, second attempt. Gonna have the hands a little bit closer together now.
Can you get them for me? I can. Please get it. Please, couple flowers. Yeah. I can reach them. I just get down here into there. Okay? I get. Let's get some only baby on the orange.
Got it. I wasn't easy. I really struggled back out of that, back out of the Stalder press. Being 39 degrees doesn't help. So that's giving you a little bit of an insight into how I do these quicker combination sessions. 10, 15, 20-minute workout, but it does a little bit of everything. And then I would still do sets and reps of the actual things to get stronger at them, or if you're working towards them. Normal deal, thumbs up and subscribe, we appreciate it. And let me know down in the comments if you have any particular videos you want me to do. Speak to you again soon. Cheers, guys.